Hey everyone. Okay, so this one's gonna be a little bit different. Just something that I recently got into. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys will think about it. I'm not really thinking that I'm gonna do too much with it, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes. These are some very, very high-priced items. Um, I'm just completely in shock as towards what this stuff goes for. And so I don't know. You guys' commentary on what you think. I mean, I don't think that they're super extra special in any ways, but yeah, I don't know. So I recently got this puppy sharpened up. I don't know how it's gonna do shaving. I did do an attempt with a dry shave, and it did very, very well. I was very shocked with it. So um, I'm gonna have to do a video on that once I get a little bit of scruff going. I already got some, a little bit, but it's basically whenever I can get the time. So you guys know, that'll be coming in the future. Um, Basically everything that, or what is in this, pretty much gonna come as a little bit of a shocker, but it's kind of weird. So this is it right here. Ooh, that's actually the blade sticking through there. I wasn't expecting that. That's kind of odd. That should not be coming through there like that. Okay, so this one's in pretty rough shape. What this is obviously straight razor. This one's in pretty rough shape. But some like this, wood handles, everything, still ended up costing me about 48 bucks. If you guys can believe it. It didn't look that bad. It didn't look this bad at all in the video or in the pictures, but it looked pretty bad, but not this bad. The edge isn't super sharp, which is shocking because the person that had it written down said that it was razor sharp and that it wasn't in bad a shape. But as you guys can see, I mean, this is supposed to be, one of the sharpest things out there. Let's see here. So this is a George Westholm and Sons Celebrated IXL razor, Washington. I think that's supposed to say Works right here. I don't know what that's supposed to say. Something. And Retfield. Now, the celebrated editions of these guys was made in between the years 1860s to 1890s. So this one's pretty old. It's got the wood handles aren't too bad. Just, I don't know, a little bit odd. Definitely has better detent in this area right here than I was or would expect, considering that just flies right through there. I mean, you guys could see that edge is sticking through. That should not be that bad, but being as old as it is, but I've been watching a lot of these lately. Not necessarily these ones, but some of the older ones and some of the companies out there that used to make these back in the 1800s, 1700s, and mint condition ones. There are certain ones out there that are mint condition and reasonably good companies are going for anywhere in between 250 to all the way up to 1,200 bucks for a simple little razor. There's a company called Dovo, D-O-V-O, razor blades that are out there, and they're currently one of the best companies out there. Now this is a current production company that makes these things, and theirs are going for, God, anywhere in, but in the ranges of, jeez, you can find them. Their cheap end model goes for just under $100, and I've heard of them going all the way up to $400 or $500. So with that in mind, I never actually got around to it, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring it out anyways. Here is a much better model, and basically this one is considered a high value brand, the George Westhome, in that year, in the celebrated year. They have medium and very high value ones. He's one of the gentlemen from this company actually believe it started back in 1745 in making straight razors. So pretty popular company. I was just basically going after this because it actually looked a whole lot better in shape on in the pictures than it really is. The wood handles looked better. Just about everything looked better on it. But this one right here is a Waterville cutlery. So here you guys go. Waterville Cutlery Company, Waterville, Connecticut, and there's their stamp. Now this one is not mint condition. This one is used condition that is in fairly reasonable condition. The handles are good. It does have a little bit of play side to side inside of the handle, and but it is razor sharp. I mean, this thing is basically insane sharp. It has been used, so, and as you guys can see, the blade's been sharpened, or the tip's been sharpened a little bit. But this thing is insane sharp. I mean, I've never gotten anything, if you guys can hear that close to sharp. I have bought straight razors back when I was a kid. I had a straight razor, and it was nowhere near as sharp as this thing. It was just like a cheapo, but basically this one is, let's see here, Waterville. You guys will give me 1 second here. Waterville, Waterbury, Connecticut. These were made in between 1843 and 1930. They're a high value as well. Now this one right here ended up costing me about $95, just due to the fact that it's in good shape. It's got high value amongst the collectors, and there is a huge following. I found some forums on straight razors collecting, and there's a huge following. I couldn't believe how big of a following there is on this. But if you guys ever get on eBay, you should really take a look. I mean, there's a Wade and, I think it's a Wade and Butcher knife that currently had a bidding going on all the way up to $900. The handles were made out of sterling silver. It wasn't in mint condition, it was in used condition, and I mean, this thing they didn't even hit the reserve, and it went up to, practically $1,000, and it still hadn't even hit the reserve on the thing. So that's just a high value. That's not a very high value knife or straight razor. So since you guys know, I like to use knives to shave with and stuff. I mean, this thing's sharp, but is it anywhere near as sharp as this? No, it's not. That's about as best as it gets with that, but you guys get like a chiming noise with this blade. You guys can hear that. These things will chip extremely easily. You got that nice mirror polish. They will chip out, and I'm not talking like, you know, minute little chips. I mean, you could do little minute chips on cutting just about anything with one of these things, but usually you see, whenever you see something that's chipped out on one of these, it's a chunk. I mean, it's like half the razor. So when you find something that's this old, that's in this good of shape, you typically want to grab a hold of it if you can. But these things are insane as far as what they go for. This one's got a little bit of play, and so it wants to grab onto those handles, which is kind of awkward, but I have plans to get that fixed, so just need to get it repinned or tightened on the pinning. But pretty cool. I mean, they're definitely intriguing. They got some weird designs and custom designs on the handles. You know, you got a lot that have scroll work. Like I said, you got ones that have sterling silver handles. I mean, you know, from the 1700s, pure sterling silver. It's like, those are that's kind of incredible to me. But I just recently started on doing these. I didn't do the unboxing of this one because I wasn't quite expecting it, and it was actually 2 weeks ago when I was extremely busy, so missed out on a lot of bids because some of these, I mean, I'm astounded at what they're going for. You know, I'll put in a bid on something that I'm looking at that's worth maybe $20 to me. You know, I mean, where you could get something like this for 50, and you know, one of these things you're just looking at, oh, okay, you know, celluloid handles or cheap plastic handles with nothing on the ends but some pinning, and then you got a blade. Well, I'll come home and I'll see $500 was bid on it, and it's like, really? Okay, so just kind of thought that that's some information you guys might be interested in, for those of you who may or may not know. And let's see here, over the weekend, I kind of did it again, got myself into trouble, only this time I kind of did it a little bit to the extreme. So there's more to come. I don't know when they're gonna all start showing up. I've got, let's see here, like 6 or 7 of them that are probably gonna be here by Thursday, and it's probably gonna be going all the way through next week. You know, so next weekend just expect a huge series of videos yet again, just because, you know, all those hours worth of overtime that I put in the last couple of months, I just went extravagant. I really overdid it, and now I actually have to eat ramen noodle, you know, off the dollar menu for the next week or two, just because I overdid it so much. So I will tell you now, it is all pretty much based off of these guys, not necessarily these ones, but all slip joints. Don't be expecting any Spydercos or customs, or not customs, tactical knives or anything. They all are slip joints, just about every single one of them. So I have not got any more of these on the way. That may change over the weekend, so I may have more next week, I don't know. But just thought I'd give you guys that video, something a little bit different. I will say, I mean, there is something really cool about these things, just as far as their age as well as the community that collects them. I mean, for something, I'll just give you guys a view of the way that edge is ground down. So I mean, just the following that follows these guys is pretty incredible. Also, another thing is these are very, very high carbon, very high rust blades. Basically, if you keep your fingers on them, I've been told that if you get a fingerprint on these, you generally want to get it off within the hour, because it'll start rusting severely that bad, just because of the age of the steel and everything else. So something that really needs to be taken care of, because back in those days they didn't have the elements completely, put together the way that they are today. So something for you guys to think about. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and look forward to more. Thanks for watching.